But the pay increase is the least important thing to us who work in the NHS. So when you're at the entry step point in the NHS, you are going to be getting a massive what is up, guys. Welcome back to my channel, the channel where we keep things real. And today we are going to be getting into the reality of the NHS banding system in UK. Oftentimes when people get job offers in the NHS, they always ask me, why is it that the salary has got a range? For example, from 25,600 to 31,500 per annum. Those are round figures. Whereas if you get a job offer from a care home, the annual salary is just flat. For example, just 38,000 per annum, no range. In this video, I'm going to explain what you should expect when you go and work in the NHS. What is going to be your initial pay rate? When should you expect your pay rate to change? And when are you going to transition from band 5 to band 6? What are the requirements? Do you need to go to school, or you just automatically transition from band 5 to band 6? My name is Pauline Popomoyo, and like I've already said, this is the channel where we keep things real. And if hearing nothing but the truth is something that you're interested in, may you kindly subscribe to my channel, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, make sure that you press all when you're hitting the notification bell. For now, let's get into it.
I heard they asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I turn. No comparison. I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, gadget. Yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty. Yeah. Acting stupid. What was happening? What was happening?
So when you initially start in the NHS, before you get your PIN, you're going to be working as a band 4 nurse. So you are a pre-registered general nurse. That's what they term them. So you are a pre-registered general nurse, and some trusts will take you for 6 weeks training before you even work in the wards. And you go and do your OSCE. The training is for OSCE preparation. You go and do your OSCE. After your OSCE, you go and work in the wards. So this varies from trust to trust, guys. In some trusts, you're under supernumerary for 2 weeks, some 4 weeks, some 6 weeks. So it's going to vary from trust to trust. But what it basically means is that when you're working after getting your PIN, you are going to be working under the close supervision of a registered general nurse. That nurse is going to be showing you around, is going to be assessing you when you're doing procedures to ensure that you are maintaining the high standards of care and you're doing things according to the book. So you have your competences signed off by this nurse. What do I mean by competences? For example, we're looking at things like, are you able to take temperature, pulse, respirations? Are you able to do the news score? Do you know when to escalate? Are you able to do the minor procedures which are done in the hospital? So if you are certified competent, you can now start working on your own as a registered general nurse. But obviously, wherever you're working, you're going to be having someone who's senior, who's going to be overseeing you. And you're going to be going for preceptorship, whereby you continue to learn. For example, some trusts, they have 1 day dedicated for you to go and do your preceptorship from 9 to 5. We are going to be learning new skills like catheterization, venipuncture, how to do bladder washout, all those procedures. So with some trusts, you do preceptorship for the whole year. So what is going to be your pay rate when you're starting as a band 5 nurse? You only become a band 5 nurse when you now have your PIN and you've been registered by NMC, that you now have an active PIN. So when you're working as a band 5 nurse in the NHS, there are 3 step points. The first point is the entry step point. When I initially did this video,
I am excited. I finally got hold of an NHS payslip and I will share it with you today.
The pay rate which was in the pay slip was 12.78 per hour, and that pay rate has increased. It has increased to, drum roll, a whooping 13.12 pounds. So when you initially start in the NHS, you are going to be getting a massive 13.12 pounds an hour. There is more good news, guys, because that's just an entry point. From there, you move to the intermediate step point. And when you're in the intermediate step point, your pay rate increases to £14.21 an hour. You should have worked for at least 2 years for you to be eligible for a pay progression. It gets even better, guys, because that is not the maximum pay rate for a band 5 nurse. We also have the top step point for band 5 NHS nurses. What is going to be your pay rate in this point? You get an amazing £16.13 an hour. What is the eligibility criteria? You need to work for another 2 years in the NHS, which means you only have to work for just 4 years for you to get the maximum pay rate for a band 5 nurse. So from there, how then do you progress from a band 5 nurse to a band 6 nurse? Do you necessarily have to wait 4 years in band 5 so that you step up to band 6? The answer is no. If you decide you can remain a band 5 for the rest of your life, I've heard people saying, I've been a band 5 nurse for 20 years. I don't know how one remains in one position for 20 years. Maybe the individual would have actualized. But personally, I would want to progress career-wise. If I was working in the NHS right now, I'll probably be a band 6 nurse. And what are the requirements for being a band 6 nurse? 1, you just need to be knowledgeable. You need to know your stuff. 2, you have to have leadership qualities. 3, you have to have good critical thinking skills, be able to lead a team and things like that. And that only takes hard work and determination. So if you are a band 5 nurse and you want to be a band 6 nurse, just make sure that you're competent. Just make sure that you know your stuff. And make sure that you do your competences. Be an all-rounder. Be competent in all procedures. You are capable of being in charge of a shift and things like that. You can just apply for a band 6 position. There is no other requirement other than you searching online, band 6 position, you apply. If you're deemed competent, once you get the recommendations, you get the position. Simple as that. If you want to progress to other bands, then we have to start talking of progressing career-wise in terms of, for example, you advance, maybe you do your master's degree and stuff like that. So this is all that I wanted to share with you guys, and the good news is that the government also promised that sometime this year they're going to increase the pay for the NHS and we're going to be happy. But we all know that we take after Florence Nightingale. It's not all about the pay, but about the compassion in practice, the caring of patients, the selflessness, and the pay increase is the least important thing to us who work in the NHS, because nursing is a calling. We care about humanity and we put our patients first, and the rest comes later. Thank you so much for watching, guys. May you kindly subscribe to my videos. Next, we're going to be talking about care homes, because I've been seeing a lot of job offers with varying pay rates, and people have been asking me which one is the ideal pay rate, what should I settle for, and stuff like that. So I'll be discussing that in my next video. Comment down below if there's something that you need me to cover, and I'll definitely do a video on that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Much love from me to you. I will see you in my next video.